What happens to the soul when it becomes ensnared in the endless pursuit of likes, comments, and shares? Does it grow, thrive, and find fulfillment, or does it silently wither, trapped in a cycle of fleeting highs and crushing lows? Welcome, seeker of truth, to a journey beyond the surface of social media and societal expectations. Today we'll uncover the subtle yet profound toll that addiction to validation takes on the human spirit. In a world dominated by algorithms and approval metrics, we often measure our worth by the responses we receive from others. Each like feels like a pat on the back, a nod of acceptance, a whisper of "you matter." But what happens when the notifications stop? When the applause fades, are we left with anything of real substance, or just a hollow echo of someone else's opinion? The chase for validation is more than a digital phenomenon. It is a spiritual drain. It disconnects us from our inner essence and keeps us locked in the illusions of external approval. Yet, within this struggle lies an opportunity, the chance to reclaim our authenticity and free ourselves from the chains of social conditioning. Together, we'll explore how this cycle begins, why it persists, and, most importantly, how to break free. Prepare to confront the mirror of your own soul and discover that the validation you've been seeking was within you all along. The journey starts here. In the age of digital connectivity, validation has become a commodity, a form of currency that many of us unconsciously trade in exchange for fleeting moments of self-worth. Every notification, like and comment feeds an internal cycle that reinforces one simple yet destructive belief: I am valuable because others say so. This subtle but powerful addiction isn't just an emotional crutch, it's a spiritual drain, eroding the very foundation of our authentic selves. The desire for validation isn't a modern invention, it's hardwired into us. For millennia, humans have sought approval from their peers as a matter of survival. Belonging to a community meant safety, resources, and connection. But what was once a biological necessity has morphed into a psychological trap. In the digital era, validation is no longer limited to family or close-knit communities. Now, it comes from a vast and often faceless audience on social media platforms, where algorithms amplify our need for external approval. Platforms are designed to exploit this vulnerability. The dopamine hit we receive from a new like or comment mimics the reward mechanisms of addictive substances. Over time, our brains learn to crave these micro-rewards, and we become hooked, not just on the attention, but on the illusion of worthiness it provides. Yet, the satisfaction is temporary, leaving us chasing an ever-elusive sense of fulfillment. What happens when we base our self-worth on others' opinions? On the surface, it may seem harmless. After all, who doesn't enjoy recognition or a little praise? But the deeper truth is far more insidious. The constant need for validation creates a cycle of dependency. Every moment spent checking notifications or seeking approval is a moment stolen from true self-reflection and growth. Emotionally, this addiction fosters anxiety and self-doubt. The fear of not being liked or approved of looms large, shaping our actions, words, and even thoughts. We begin curating our lives, not for authenticity, but for approval. Spiritually, this drain is even more profound. The soul, which thrives on authenticity, connection, and purpose, becomes tethered to an illusion. Our essence, once rich with individuality and depth, is diluted by the shallow waters of external validation. Imagine the soul as a flame, burning brightly with its own light. Each moment spent chasing approval is like placing a glass dome over that flame, dimming its glow and cutting it off from oxygen. Over time, the flame flickers, struggling to sustain itself in the face of mounting disconnection. Perhaps the most tragic aspect of this addiction is the illusion it perpetuates. Validation feels good in the moment. It gives us a fleeting sense of accomplishment or belonging. But like a mirage in the desert, it disappears the closer we get to it. No amount of likes, shares, or compliments can fill the void of self-worth. This is because validation from others is conditional. It fluctuates based on trends, opinions, and external circumstances beyond our control. Anchoring our value to something so unstable leaves us vulnerable to constant emotional turbulence. One moment we feel seen and celebrated, the next we feel invisible and unworthy. The first step in breaking free from this cycle is awareness. Most of us don't even realize we're trapped. We justify our behaviors, checking notifications incessantly, or tailoring our lives for approval, as normal, even necessary in today's world. But once we recognize these patterns for what they are, we can begin to dismantle them. Buddhist teachings offer profound insights into this struggle. The concept of shunyata, or emptiness, reminds us that all external phenomena, including validation, are impermanent and devoid of intrinsic meaning. True freedom comes not from clinging to these illusions, but from letting them go. Reclaiming our authenticity requires a conscious effort to detach from the need for external approval. This doesn't mean isolating ourselves or rejecting all forms of recognition. It means finding balance and anchoring our worth in internal rather than external factors. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is a powerful tool for breaking the cycle of validation addiction. By observing our thoughts and behaviors without judgment, we can identify triggers and patterns that keep us stuck. For example, the next time you feel compelled to post something or check notifications, pause and ask yourself, what am I seeking in this moment? Can I provide it for myself instead? Rediscover your intrinsic values. Spend time reflecting on what truly matters to you. What are your core values, passions, and beliefs? When you live in alignment with these, external approval becomes less significant. Journaling can be particularly helpful here. Write about moments when you felt most alive and connected to your true self. Cultivate self-compassion. Many of us seek validation because we struggle with self-doubt or feelings of inadequacy. By practicing self-compassion, we can begin to heal these wounds. Simple affirmations like, "I am enough," or "I validate myself," can help rewire our mindset over time. Limit digital exposure. Set boundaries around your social media use. Consider turning off notifications or designating specific times to check your accounts. Use that extra time to engage in activities that nourish your soul, reading, meditating, or spending time in nature. The journey back to authenticity is not about rejecting validation altogether. It's about reclaiming the power you've unconsciously given away. By detaching from the need for approval, you allow your inner light to shine freely, unfiltered and unencumbered by others' expectations. This path isn't easy. It requires courage to confront the fears and insecurities that keep us tethered to the cycle of validation. But with each step, you'll find yourself becoming more grounded, resilient, and connected to your true essence. The soul's light was never meant to be dimmed by the fleeting opinions of others. It was meant to burn brightly, fueled by the knowledge that you are enough, just as you are. Breaking free from the addiction to validation and social approval is not just a journey of self-discovery, it's an act of reclaiming your spiritual essence. When you step away from the cycle of external approval, you begin to see life with clarity, recognizing that your worth has always been intrinsic, unshaken by likes, comments, or the fleeting applause of others. This journey is about learning to trust yourself, to love yourself, and to embrace the unique light within you. It's about understanding that the soul doesn't thrive on numbers or approval. It flourishes in authenticity, connection, and purpose. Each time you detach from the illusion of validation, you feed the flame of your true self, allowing it to burn brighter and illuminate the path forward. Life offers us countless opportunities to turn inward and rediscover our worth. Whether it's through moments of solitude, mindful reflection, or spiritual practice, these are the times when the soul whispers its truth. You are enough. By anchoring your identity in this truth, you free yourself from the weight of others' opinions and step into a space of genuine freedom and peace. As you move forward, remember that this is a practice, not a destination. You'll have moments of struggle, but each step away from external approval is a step toward inner liberation. If this journey resonated with you, take a moment to reflect. What small step can you take today to reclaim your light? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more explorations of the human spirit. Together, we can create a space where authenticity thrives and the pursuit of external validation fades into the distance. Thank you for watching, and may your journey inward bring you lasting peace.